What is up? It's NFL Week 11. I'm Ryan Weisse, and this is Club Fantasy's Thrive Top 5. As always, I'm going to start with a quick reminder about what Thrive Fantasy is. Thrive Fantasy is our partner where you can do player prop betting, and you have two different options when you do this. You can either play a DFS style game where you pick 10 props. They're all awarded points based on how likely they are to happen, and whoever has the most points wins a large pot of money. Or you can do what I'm going to talk about today, and that is the prop lobby, where you bet on house props. And basically how that works is you combine 2, 3, or 4 player props, and you're paid out based on all of them hitting. So if you hit on 2 of 2, you get 3.6 times your money, 3 of 3, 6.2 times your money, and 4 of 4, 11 times your money. And every week I give you my 5 favorite props that you can pick out of those. Last week, not my best week. It was bound to happen. We had hit 3 out of 5 every damn week this season. Everything blew up in my face. We only hit 2 out of 5 last week. We were completely let down by Aaron Jones and Austin Eckler on their total yards. It was a bad prediction week. We're going to do better this week, plain and simple. So we're just going to jump into it. As always, I start with my favorite prop. This week, it is going to be Devante Smith over 57 receiving yards taking on the New Orleans Saints. This one almost feels criminal. The Saints give up 192 yards to the wide receiver. Whether Lattimore plays or not, they give up a ton of yards. 13 different wide receivers have already crossed this mark against the Saints, and Smith has done it in 6 of 10 games himself. I have him projected at 60 yards. It's over the over. This is going to be involved in every one of my parlays this week. Number 2 is going to be Joe Flacco taking on the Miami Dolphins in his first game. 227 yards. This feels criminally low. I think they don't know how to project Joe Flacco yet. These are the kind of props that you love to jump on when they just don't know what to do with them. The New York Jets quarterbacks have actually done this in 5 out of 9 games, but that doesn't even matter to me. The Dolphins have allowed this in 9 out of 10 games this season. It's a virtual certainty. I have Joe Flacco at 267 yards. Big smash play there. Number 3 is going to be one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, Debo Samuel, over 73 receiving yards. He's taking on Jacksonville. They give up 182 to the wide receiver. Debo has done this 6 times, and Jacksonville has allowed 8 wide receivers to do this in 9 games. Debo is clearly the wide receiver one there. I have him at 75 yards, another good over. We're going to actually throw our second under of the season on here, and I feel really good about this one. It's Darren Waller under 72 receiving yards. After week 1, this seemed like a ludicrous bet. Nobody would bet against Darren Waller. But week 1 was one of only 2 times this season where Waller has went over 72 yards. He has missed this in 6 of 8 games, and the Bengals have only allowed a player to go over this 1 time this entire season. 8 of 9 Cincinnati games, the tight end did not hit 72 receiving yards. I only have Waller at 60. These are my 4 favorite. If I'm putting a 4-player parlay together, these are the 4. If you want a little differentiation, my wild card number 5 this week is Emmanuel Sanders over 49 receiving yards. This one's a little interesting. The Colts, not great against wide receivers. They've given up 165 yards to the position per game this season. They've allowed 12 different wide receivers to cross this, but we all know Sanders is not his team's number 1. Stephon Diggs is. 3 different games this season, 2 wide receivers have crossed this mark going up against the Indianapolis Colts. And Sanders himself has hit it 6 out of 9 games. So the odds are in their favor, and I definitely have Sanders over at 59 yards. So those are my 5 this week. Remember, on Thrive Fantasy, you can put these together in groups of 2, 3, or 4 to multiply your money. And if you hit 4 out of 4, it's 11 times. Don't forget to check the link in the description. If you haven't played on Thrive yet, they will match your opening deposit up to $100 if you use our link or our promo code CLUB, CLUB. I had mentioned earlier there's the DFS style of play. Chris Molina, our writer, puts out an article every week where he gives you his top 5 favorite props from the DFS style. He's doing a great job with this article, and you only have to pick 10. He's doing half of the work for you. His article this week, I just dropped this morning. It's one of my favorite articles he's written this entire season. So make sure you check that out. We're here to help you get some free money. If you are not into the player props, you should be, but you can also check out our DFS show. We switched to a new time. It's going to be tomorrow, Sundays at 11 a.m. That's me and Kira Wojtrowski this week with Aaron Larson as our guest. And my favorite part about the prop lobby is that we're not even competing against each other. You can win and I can win. So let's go get that money. Good luck this week.